this one's running. It was running. It was on there. Decent one. If I don't get this fish in, it's totally on me. Oh no. All right, life is good. We are back out on the ice. I've got a lot going on today. I've got the main camera. I've got the live scope cam. I've got an AquaView. It's the HD 7i facing mine in the house. I have an AquaView 822 HD out facing my dead stick out there. And we've got a lot going on. Yes, it's overkill. Yes, it's gonna be a lot of work to edit, but hopefully this video will turn out. We can get a few underwater shots. Speaking of the devil, I think I see one looking over at the dead stick here. Flag is up. That's recording. Line is running. Not sure if we got the eat. Yep. There we go. Bring it into the house quick. Show it off. Well, we got the first one of the day. It is not a big one. There we go. Not sure how big. Probably right around 12 inches. But we are on the board. And the good news is my electrical tape finicky fooler did the job. Well, while I'm over here, I figure I can show you. My finicky fooler thing broke. If I have anything to complain about these finicky foolers is that this is a little bit longer than everything else, the whole base plate, and so it sticks out a little bit further. And I've noticed that it can break off at times by sticking out. I know you can get replacement parts, but I would like to have something that I wouldn't have to worry about that. So we got it taped together. Hopefully it'll be good enough. All right, still trying to get some final things situated here. I promise I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm fishing and why I'm fishing it, why I set up here in just a little bit. But for now, I need to finalize everything here. Just staring at it. Man, I don't know if something's going on with my phone cord or what, but something is funky. Just let it sit on bottom. See if it'll pick it up off bottom. Pretty sure it picked it up. All it took was setting it right on bottom, but of course things aren't working, so you couldn't see it. Not a big one anyways. My tray is just very loose. Well, this thing was sitting there staring at it for like 5 minutes. Just had to set it right on bottom. Another little guy. Jeez. That guy came in and crushed it. But he is tiny. Oh my goodness. Teeny, teeny, tiny. But like I said, I've had something going on with my connection here, so I'm not able to get the footage off of here, unfortunately. So you didn't even get to see that. I mean, you maybe saw it on the live scope. I'll tell you what, I probably wouldn't have been able to tell that thing bit other than with the AquaView because it just barely snuck it. Oh, geez. That wasn't even what I was seeing. Apparently there was one on here. Again, not very big. Again, just a dinky little guy. Lots of those today. Hopefully, oh, and the flag's up over there. It is running. Hopefully it's a decent fish. Okay, that's chart recording. Reel up on it. A little better. I don't think it's gonna be a big one, but definitely one of the better ones of the day, which isn't saying a whole lot. Solid fish. Show that one off here quick. Oh. Again, run to the house. Little better one for the day, but still wish would have, whoa, send that one down there. It's been definitely a scattered night. Just feel like nothing's quite gone right. I mean, we've still caught some fish, some small ones, but man, things with the cameras and anytime you add more gear just adds more headache. So I'm gonna go get this back out because there's fish to be caught. Yep, there he bit. But he's just sucking on it. Did he stick it? Yeah, just tiny. Oh, teeny, teeny, teeny. Oop. Tip up's up now again too. Still recording on the head cam. This one's running. It was running. Still on there. He's on there. Decent one. Decent fish. A little more what we're looking for, I think. See, there's a pike, one of the two. Kind of see it down there. Whoa. Oh yeah, that's a solid fish. A little more what we're looking for. Jeez, it's kind of fun with this thin ice like this. Oh. Oh yeah, that's a solid fish. Solid fish. Oh no. If I don't get this fish in, it's totally on me. They can just get their head back in there so easily. There we go. You bet. That's more like it. Oh, on that little tungsten jig there. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a great fish right there. That one's, I'm guessing, getting close to that 24, 25 on that tip up on that small tungsten jig. Awesome fish. Make sure you can see that, all right? Whoa. Well, you can tell that she was ready to go. Oh, that was fun. I did not think it was gonna be that big right away. Again, first time using these Piscifun rods, well, the first season. And like I said, they're a little lighter than I typically like to use, but honestly, that handled that fish okay. That was nice, solid 25 incher maybe is what I would guess. I'm gonna wring out the gloves here and obviously go get that tip up reset because that's been the hot ticket. You can see another one coming up for it. Oh. Yep. That one just slowly came up. Thought I tightened that drag a little bit, but all these fish have been so small. Let's see. That one's a little more like an eater size fish. That's so cool to see them underneath the ice like that. I don't know how well you can see that after getting splashed all over the place. Oh. Fish around, that's for sure. Oh. Now hopefully talk through our little spot here quick. Once these fish stop biting. There you go. Probably like a 15, 16 inch or something like that. Awesome fish. Oh, still see more down there too. Jeez, this guy's coming up quick. That was fun to see. Come on. Oh, he swung and missed. Looks like an okay fish. Man, you can see that guy coming from ways off. My bait was still on its way down when that thing decided to come. I'll drop it down a little bit because that's what I was going for initially. Man, he was fired up right away. Oh, now there's another one coming. God, we got, oh, that was a pike. I'm gonna get another one down there for now. Okay. Now I got a little more what I like on. Got a little bit of a glow spoon. And minnow head, although obviously that bigger guy liked whatever I had going on. Oh, jeez. And one of those fish did end up taking it. So we got that guy in. There you can see that guy, another like probably that one maybe 12, 13, 14, somewhere in there. Yep. Little. Not even gonna turn the head cam on. Oh boy. Giant right there. This should be my thumbnail. Whoa. Thumbnail of a 4-inch walleye. Although if I did that, you probably wouldn't be watching this video right now. I don't know, maybe you would. Comment below. Would you still watch this video if I put that 4-inch walleye as my thumbnail? All right, so I'm finally gonna talk a little location here. And essentially what I'm fishing right now is, again, in that top 5 early ice walleye locations. I'm trying to fish a few of these in these first couple videos to show that it's not all just talk. This one is an inside turn, and this specific inside turn I really like because it's a very tight inside turn, and it's kind of in between two very, very shallow flats. They had some weeds on the edge of them, so it's kind of 2 weed lines. And then in between is kind of this like 20 to 25 foot flat. And I really like that area because these fish can mill around in the middle. They can work the edges. It's just something that can hold these fish and give a lot of options for these fish to be around. And the reason why I specifically chose this one is I was hoping that it would be some little bit daylight action, so we get some eats on the underwater camera. And obviously we saw a decent amount of fish. I don't know how much of the footage is going to actually save. So what I was hoping is kind of being off in this flat. I'm almost right in the middle of these kind of 2 steep breaks. I have my tip up a little closer to one of the steep breaks, and that's actually had a little more action. But you're seeing fish kind of mill around. It's kind of sand here, and on each edges there's kind of a weed edge, a weed line on those drop-offs. So steep breaks, inside turn, and I'm kind of right in the middle of this inside turn. That's kind of where I was to try to get a lot of traffic moving through here. That's what my goal was, to get some of that traffic moving through midday, to be able to get some of those underwater eats. And obviously, as you see, it's also turning out to be a pretty quality evening bite as well. So that's kind of the location we're fishing here. Inside turn, weed edges, steep breaks, all that good stuff, kind of a sandy flat in that 20 to 25 foot range here. And again, one of my favorite areas, high percentage. I know I keep preaching that, but high percentage areas where fish are going to be around, because obviously in order to get them in their bite window, you have to be around them. So being in those areas where these fish are going to be moving, because as you see, these fish have been cruising all around this stuff, and so they're moving a lot. They're not just kind of sitting on one spot. And so being able to be in that kind of area to intercept them as they're going through and hopefully get them when they're ready to bite. You can see how crucial it is to have that set line, have a tip up. I know it's very easy to fish 2 lines in the house, and that can be very effective as well, trying to have one more active, one a little bit more dead stick. But as you saw tonight, I wouldn't have caught that biggest one for sure, a few of those others, if I not had my tip up. So maybe missed out on a fish or 2 here when it got a little bit crazy inside the house, but overall I am very happy with kind of sacrificing that to get some of those fish that I wouldn't come in contact with otherwise. Real quick, gonna talk setup. Same rods, not gonna go into too much detail. Same rods reels as the last video, 34-inch medium from Piscifun, the Carbon X2 1000. On my jigging rod I had a pinhead minnow in glow and I'm not even sure what they call it, some sort of more fluttery spoon that is also in glow. And again, that tungsten jig is what I caught those fish on the tip up. So very similar setup to my last video, so I'm not going to talk a lot about that. Today's video ended up definitely being a little different than I had planned. Honestly, still not 100% sure if I'm going to edit this video or not. Probably will, because we still caught some fish. It just didn't quite go according to plan. You know, when I make videos, I have a very specific idea in mind of either something that's going to be entertaining, like with the underwater footage, or educational, talking location or some of that other information. While this was still getting some of that location, some of that other information, it didn't quite go how I wanted, and I really try to have a very specific vision in mind for each video. And when it doesn't work out, it's easy to just kind of scrap the footage. But if you're watching this, obviously I ended up throwing it out. If you're glad that I did, if you still want to watch these videos, even if it doesn't quite work out perfect, drop it in the comments below, so that way I know what you guys are looking for. Like I said, always looking for input on what you guys like to watch. With that said, hopefully we're getting more and more ice and I can get to more of the lakes that I would really like to be fishing here during this time of year. Really being able to get the snowmobile out, that is one that I'm really looking forward to. And with that, thanks again for watching. Appreciate the support. I'll see you next time.